Hello, this is Alice Shapiro, your instructor for HO 152 Human Body Systems 2. This is an introduction for both CRNs 31947 and 32958. I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to HO 152. Probably most of you have had HO 150, and perhaps many of you have had this class from me, the HO 150 class. So this will be a continuation of HO 150, and I want to spend a little bit of time going over some of the features of this class and introduce you to the Moodle page. Of course, you are now on the Moodle page, or else you wouldn't be seeing this. So I'm just going to take a few moments to show you some of the things that are here. First of all, a news forum. I will check the news forums each week, and there should be one each week on your Moodle page. You can post anything of concern, comments, questions. Keep these of a general nature, since all of the class will be able to see these, and I will respond to any of the questions as appropriate there. Okay? There is some introductory material telling you about the nature of the computer requirements and so forth. I want to show you the syllabus, so I'm going to click on it here, and you can open it with Microsoft Word as the default. Just a few words about the syllabus. I'm not going to read it all to you because you can read it yourselves. There's some general information here, and also a word about office hours. This is a totally online class, as I'm sure you are well aware, so I will not be meeting you on campus. I am at my computer quite a lot, as I'm sure most all of you are as well, and I generally get back to student questions within 24 hours, regardless of the day of the week. However, I will be on for my official office hour. I will be at my computer Tuesdays between 10 a.m. and noon, so we could say you can get to me pretty much instantaneously then. The best way to reach me is via Moodle messaging, or you can use my Lane website. I've listed student objectives. I'm not going to read these for you because, of course, you can read these for yourself. The course is divided into units, as was last term's course. Here are the grading standards. They're the same as they were for HO 150. I talk a little bit about late assignments and the need to get in touch with me during the first week by January 13th, or you may be administratively dropped. There is waiting lists for many of my classes. All right, here are the units. Here are the due dates and when the final is. I want to say a word about the packet. I have mentioned that a couple of times. I'm just going to quickly go back up here in terms of the required text. Notice here, course packet. It is available in the Titan bookstore. I do use the same packet as Steve Knight, so if you don't find one with my name listed on it, then you can get the one for Steve Knight. I have included, and I'm going to go back to our Moodle page now. Hopefully we'll be able to do this without too much trouble. Okay, back on the Moodle page. I have an update for the packet. I have listed it several times, and I've told you here you are required to purchase the packet, and I've also re-mentioned that Steve Knight uses the same packet. But I have some updates. I'm not going to click on them now because you can read them. We won't be getting to this until the last unit, Unit 10, during the last 2 weeks. Each week there will also be, or I should say for each unit, which often is once every 2 weeks, there will be objectives and reading assignments for weeks 1 and 2. This is what the icon looks like for that. I'm not going to click on it because it might kick us off the entire site, which happened on my last recording. But you can read these. This tells you what pages to read and what diagrams and tables, etc., to specifically emphasize. There is homework for each unit, and you can click on the homework, complete the homework, then upload it to Moodle. You should know how to do that by now, hopefully. There is a forum every week, and the forums do count, and they are due also by the end of the week. So make sure you do answer the forum. This is a really good way for you to discuss issues with me and to read other students' comments. And again, as I said, news forums will be every week. I also have narrations on YouTube, which this one is as well, on YouTube for each unit. I'm not going to click on these, but you can click on these and hear my voice going through a PowerPoint presentation. I also have listed them here without the narration, so if you don't want to hear my dulcet tones, you can review the PowerPoint presentations, non-narrated and narrated. I have them both in YouTube and as an MP3, so you can get them either way. They've asked us to use more YouTube, so we take up less space on Moodle, and you know the Moodle page sometimes gets very, very crowded and hard or time-consuming to access. So just going through, each week is basically set up the same. We have exams every other week pretty much, as you know, and I generally open them on a Friday, and they close on Sunday night, just before midnight. So I'm just quickly taking you through here. I hope that you will have an enjoyable term, and please do keep in touch. I have listed some extra, and I will be adding more, I'm sure, as the term goes by, some extra resources. I find Khan Academy, which many of you know about. In fact, it was first a student a couple of years ago who introduced me to Khan Academy website, has some good YouTubes and videos for you to look at that help to clarify some of the issues, and some other kind of fun stuff that I found. If you find some good sites that you feel are helpful for introducing any material, please make it available to me, make me aware of it, and I may add it for the rest of the class to enjoy. All right, I think I've gone through pretty much what I need to go through. I hope you have a very successful term. Be prepared to spend anywhere between 6 and 9 hours per week on this class. The general rule of thumb is that each unit of credit requires about 2 or 3 hours a week of study. So since this is a 3-unit course, you may expect to spend 9 or even more hours, just depending upon your background and your pace. So do enjoy, do plan your time well, and do stay in touch. All right, I hope this introduction was helpful to you, and I will be in touch and chat with you again soon.